So my first one, number one, is my headaches. I would say they're headaches that turn into migraines. It's an everyday feeling. Over the past, I would say almost 20 years, I've been in a lot of pain. So at first I get like a tension headache, a small headache. Then it just lives here on this side. I do get pain here on my eye. It hurts so much that I think this relieves it. I feel pressure, even in my teeth, my jaws. All of this is tender to the touch. It lives here, it rolls down, and it stays here like a knot, and a knot here, right underneath where my skull and my neck meet. It stays there. And once that happens, this takes like a day for it just to feel everywhere. Second day is the worst. It's everywhere. It hurts that I even feel my eyes close and twitch. Then again, it lasts 3 days to 4. On worst days, it lasts 5 days, and that means I didn't get any sleep the nights before, so it just makes it worse. So I would say when it's during those 5 days of migraine, I'm at a 9. From 1 to 10, I'm a 9. I'm in pain. People don't see your pain, so it just puts me in a bad mood. I'm really short with people. I've tried over the years Excedrin migraine. That helps because it has caffeine, so I feel like I'm functional. But it just dims the headache. It sends it back. I'm still always in pain, but not in the front. I've tried different things, like I started going to the doctor to see if there were migraine medicines, but they're very strong, and I didn't want to be drugged. I've tried a shot, and I've tried different pills that I just, I don't think that they solve the main issue, and then I have IBS and different things that make it worse. So I tried a shot. I wish I remembered the name, but it was very hallucinogenic. Like, it was just it was scary. It made me feel out of body. I started getting anxiety over it. Usually people take it and they go to sleep instantly. I guess it helps you relax so much, but my body was fighting it, and so I just got really sick. I would say it's almost daily. I kind of don't realize it sometimes, but I do wake up sore. My neck always hurts. But I would say I do get headaches regularly, but they're not migraines, so I kind of diminish them. When they are there, I would say they're about a 5. This is my tension. I stress out easily. I'm a mom, a woman, so I feel the tension there. And so next, my neck, that always hurts. I've always felt, I've had this theory that if I could have like a neck brace, I would feel better. I'm constantly rubbing my neck. I'm constantly trying to do this, neck stretches. It's costing me a lot of pain because I know that it's associated with my headaches, my migraines. So I'm concerned of whatever ball I feel there in my neck. So I would say it's been a long time. I just started clicking, it started clicking, so I just noticed it maybe about 3 years ago, but it just feels it's such a centralized part of your body that it should feel good and not hurt, and it hurts every day. That I would say 8. I don't ever feel, like I said, if I had a neck brace, I think I'd feel stabilized and better. People that love me and know me that know that it's IBS. I have problems when I eat greasier foods or heavy foods. I get really sick instantly. I have to use the restroom right away. I get cramps. So I would say 22 years of living with that compromise. Well, it's painful if you eat something like really heavy and like dairy for me. It does cause me stomach cramps. And so I would say those are about a 7. But really it's constant. I would say about a 5, because it does happen on a daily basis that I have to use the restroom like that. After my 3rd pregnancy, when it didn't go away, I think I really have just been living with it. I did go to a gastrologist to see if they would help me. I was supposed to take like antacids, or be careful with coffee, tomato sauce, things like that, but it's never really solved it because I continue to eat bad too. My fourth pain that I live with is my shoulder blade area. My back is very, it hurts. It's sometimes even hot or tender to the touch, and things like that use my shoulder area, like washing dishes or vacuuming or cleaning the tub, which sounds like I'm trying to get out of house cleaning, but it really hurts me. I'm fatigued, I'm hurt, I'm tender for hours after I do those physical activities. Right, so the tenderness and the hot and the pain to my arms, I keep forgetting about that. That hurts all the time on a daily basis. I could be okay, but if somebody says hi to me or hits me accidentally harder than, or people just say hi, how you doing, and hit you, I will feel that touch for a long time. And so I thought that was my normal, but my mom was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, similar pains, and so I just haven't been diagnosed, but those are the feelings that I have, and it's more on this side. So again, it's just really frustrating because everything ties into number one, my headaches. I believe it did make a difference. I went a whole day. I think I slept funny because it's just a little bit hard to get used to, but the next day, Friday morning, when I got out of bed and showered, I realized that I didn't have any pain in my neck, which I usually wake up with neck pain. So I was excited about that when I realized that. My back muscles that usually are always very tense and very sore were miraculously very agile, and there's movement there. So I'm really happy about that. So I saw him a month before, and he said, I don't know what you've been doing, but it's pliable, it's softer, and really I never experienced that. I'm always in a lot of pain there because it's always so inflamed and hurts. So just within a week I haven't had a migraine, and that's a big deal. I can feel a tiny little headache with certain things if I've been on the computer long, if I'm driving, or right now a little bit tense, but it's nothing compared to what I had before. It hasn't been stiff, it hasn't been hurting like I did in the mornings. I feel something, but again, I believe that it's moving, and it's just not as painful as it was. It just doesn't even compare to that pain. So the pain's very, very small. I'd say it's about a 2 or 3, just because I still know where it lives, where the headache wants to be. It was an 8. Yeah, it was painful. It was, I just always knew about it, and now that I don't have it, it's really weird. I would say about 80. I kind of even forgot about it. I didn't even think it was an issue. I haven't had many flare-ups, and if I've had 1 or 2, they've been minor. Sure, I would say that's like, 90, because I really haven't experienced it. That is the biggest improvement, because I have movement. I wasn't able to scratch my back, and that's movement that I didn't have before. So that I would say is like a 95, because it's been really awesome. Besides the neck movement, because of that movement, I'm also able to breathe better. I do feel even my posture is better. It's a big deal, because I always thought that I wasn't breathing enough, like it was shallow, small breathing. So I'm excited about that. I'm used to being a side sleeper, sleeping on my left, but recommendations of using an orthopedic pillow, I've been sleeping on my back, and so I was concerned that my back was going to hurt, but really it hasn't been hurting with a lot of pain, and so that's something that I just realized right now. I would say that's a good 85. Mm-hmm. The first one was the headaches. I'm not getting headaches every day. I'm getting them every now and then, and they're they're low. They're just like a pressure headache, but they could be attributed to a heavy day or stress, but they're baby headaches. I can handle that. I would say I'm at about 99% for those. Every time I would get a headache, it would turn into a migraine. It would linger all day. These are just momentary. They're manageable and really non-existent compared to how they were. Number two, my neck pain that would turn to the migraine or would house the migraine, I'd always feel a knot behind my head and my shoulder blade. That's gone. I haven't slept on my belly. I've slept on the orthopedic pillow. I go to my PT. So my neck is really, I'm not in pain. And that one, I'd have to say I'm at 99% as well, almost 100, because it's just not there. My family, my mom, my husband, my kids, they recognize that it's a lot less. I'm not running to the bathroom like I usually do. I'm very regular, and I don't have any complaints over that. It's been really a nice thing. 6 weeks into it, yep. I'm not running to the bathroom. I'm not in pain. I'm not cramping up. And that one's at about 85%. I haven't been in pain and cramping up, but I'm regular, so it's getting there. It's really good. Well, I was really embarrassed to talk about it, so I didn't think we'd be able to correlate it or to even manage it. I just thought I had a fast metabolism that would sometimes hurt my belly. Right, because it's been so long, it was part of who I was. And I think when we talk about our overall health, I think that's why I was able to bring it to your attention, or to, put it together, that really, I think I'm just more cognizant of my health all around. So if it's connected or not, I'm just happy it's working or taking a different effect. My upper back movements are phenomenal. I feel like the rubber band's not so tight. I feel stretching going on. I do wear out if I'm on the computer, because I work a lot. So for many hours I do feel it, or I have to, call my posture to attention. Little things like that, but I'm not in the same pain that I was. So I would say I'm at about 85% with that. They do hurt sometimes, but nothing compared to the way it was, because they would hold the migraine. I think I wouldn't call it more energy, but I was calling it less fatigue. But really, it's just I'm feeling better, and so I'm moving more. If I'm looking back, I think I would nap. I would allow myself that, 6, 7 o'clock, a 20-30 minute nap, because I was so exhausted and in pain most of the time. No, I'm not doing that. I think if I've laid down, I've been doing stretching. I'd say I'm at about a 70%. Every now and then I am tired. Like Thursdays used to kick my butt. I think Thursdays I'm like, man, I did this, I did that, I deserve like a little nap. But I haven't felt that way. I was thinking they were gonna improve a little bit. Sometimes I even call it a miracle. I think it's pretty miraculous that I haven't been in that crazy dire pain. It was so much that I was finally going to the doctor, going to not an ER visit, but an urgent care in those days where I just couldn't take it anymore. So it's really, I was only hoping for a little bit of relief, but I have found that I'm feeling normal, and that's really the fun part. I would think that I was willing to just, I think I even said like, oh, I'll be fine at about 35%, doctor, and you're like, not 50, not more? And I'm like, I don't know, I can't be that hopeful. So it's really miraculous to feel closer to 100%. That's really good.
It shouldn't hurt to smile when your bite is aligned. You're feeling fine.